You are driving down the highway when something beside you suddenly feels wrong. A dump truck or cement mixer rumbles past, all weight and noise, and then you notice the tires. One whole row is not touching the road at all. It is just hanging there, as if the suspension has failed, or the truck has glitched like a bad frame in a video game. At first glance, it looks like a mistake, but that wheel is not broken and it is not useless. It is helping the truck protect the road beneath it, save fuel and tire costs, and handle turns without punishing its own frame. What looks like a flaw is actually one of the smartest parts of the machine. To understand why a truck would ever want some of its wheels off the road, we first have to look down at the road itself. Let's get into it right here on Secrets of Simple Things. The road has a breaking point. The real issue is not simply how heavy a truck is, it is how that weight presses down on the road. Asphalt and concrete look solid and unforgiving, but they still have limits. Push too much force onto too small an area, and a truck is no longer just traveling over the surface. It is crushing it. That is why road laws care so much about axle weight, not just total weight. What matters is how the load is distributed. A simple way to picture it is deep snow. Walk across it in high heels, and you sink almost immediately because all your weight is concentrated into tiny points. Put on snowshoes, and that same body weight spreads across a much wider area, so you stay on top instead of punching through. Roads work the same way. A very heavy truck does far less damage when its load is shared across more contact points. That is the hidden logic behind those extra wheels. They are there to spread pressure before pressure turns into damage, and once you see weight as something that must be spread out, that floating wheel starts to make a lot more sense. The axle that appears. When the load gets heavy, this is where the ghost wheel reveals what it really is, a lift axle. In simple terms, it is an extra axle that can be raised or lowered depending on how much weight the truck is carrying. When a dump truck is empty or lightly loaded, that axle can stay up in the air. But when the truck is filled with something heavy like gravel or broken concrete, the situation changes. At that point, the standard axles may not be enough to spread the load legally or safely. That is why the driver can flip a switch inside the cab. Airbags inflate. The suspended axle lowers until its tires meet the pavement. In one motion, the truck changes shape to match the job it is doing. That is the important idea. The vehicle is not simply adding more wheels, it is putting on extra snowshoes. By bringing another axle into contact with the road, it shares the load across more tires, lowers the pressure on each part of the pavement, and makes it possible to carry heavy material without crossing the line from useful to destructive. The truck does not stay in one form, it adapts. So if more wheels help spread the load, the obvious question is, why not leave them down all the time? More contact, more friction, more cost. Because once the truck is no longer carrying that heavy load, those extra wheels stop being a benefit and start becoming an expense. Every tire that rolls along the road creates resistance. The rubber flexes, the contact patch drags slightly, and the engine has to work a little harder to keep the truck moving. That extra effort turns into fuel burned mile after mile. When the truck is empty or only lightly loaded, the logic changes. It no longer needs as many contact points to stay within legal weight limits. Leaving the extra axle down would mean paying for support the truck does not actually need. Fuel is only the beginning. Truck tires are expensive, and they do not last forever. If an axle is touching the ground when it does not need to be, the truck is wearing down valuable rubber for no real reason. In that sense, lifting an axle is almost like switching into a practical kind of eco mode. When the truck needs to carry and spread weight, it expands. When the job is done and the load is gone, it shrinks back into a cheaper shape. That is what makes this detail so elegant. The truck is balancing physics against business, but fuel and tire wear are only part of the story. There is another reason drivers do not want extra wheels down unless they truly need them. The toll booth logic. There is another layer to this story, and it is not about physics at all. On many roads, bridges, and toll routes, trucks are charged based on how many axles are touching the pavement. That means the same vehicle can cost more or less to operate depending on whether that extra axle is down or raised. So when the truck no longer needs the added support, lifting the axle can change how the vehicle is classified for toll purposes. In some cases, that means a lower fee. A wheel in the air can save money before the truck has even gone very far. That matters because trucking runs on small decisions repeated every day. A driver is managing weight loss, tire wear, fuel burn, route costs, and delivery timing all at once. The floating wheel is not just clever hardware, it is part of the business model of staying profitable on the road. Still, even road laws and operating costs do not explain one of the biggest mechanical reasons that axle needs to rise. For that, we have to watch what happens in a turn. Why extra axles can make a truck want to go straight forever. A long truck does not turn the way a small car does. When it enters a tight corner, the front end begins the arc first, but the rear axles do not all naturally follow the same path. If too many fixed wheels stay planted on the ground, some of them start resisting the turn. Instead of rolling cleanly through the corner, they are dragged sideways across the pavement. That is called scrubbing. You can almost hear it before you understand it. The sharp squeal, the rubber protesting, the truck seeming to force its own body through a shape it does not quite want to take. That sideways dragging shreds tread, adds stress to the suspension and frame, and makes the vehicle much harder to maneuver in tight places. It also punishes the road itself, because those tires are no longer just rolling over the surface. They are scraping across it. With enough axles down, the truck begins to behave like a machine that would prefer to keep going straight forever. That is why the lift axle rises when sharp turning matters more than extra load support. By taking that axle off the ground, the driver effectively shortens the truck's working wheelbase. The vehicle can pivot more smoothly through construction sites, narrow streets, and cramped urban corners without grinding away its own tires or chewing up the pavement beneath it. This is the moment when the ghost wheel stops looking broken. It starts to look selective. It touches the ground when the load demands it, and leaves the ground when the turn demands it. A truck that adapts in real time. What makes the lift axle so satisfying as a piece of design is that it solves several different problems without pretending the road is a simple place. When the truck is heavily loaded, the axle comes down to spread weight, protect the pavement, and keep the vehicle within legal limits. When the load is gone, it rises to cut fuel use, reduce tire wear, and avoid wasting money on friction the truck no longer needs. And when the road tightens into a turn, that same axle can lift again so the truck can rotate more cleanly instead of fighting itself through scrubbing. That is the larger idea hiding inside this strange detail. Machines in the real world are rarely built for one perfect condition. They are built for changing conditions. A working truck has to live inside physics, road law, business cost, tight corners, rough surfaces, and heavy loads that appear and disappear throughout the day. The lift axle is what that reality looks like when it becomes engineering. The more you look at it, the more the design starts to feel almost biological. It changes posture when the burden changes. It lowers itself to spread strain. It lifts itself to move more lightly. It reshapes its contact with the world depending on what the world is asking from it. And that is why the strangest looking detail on the truck may actually be one of the smartest. The ghost wheel was never a mistake. The next time you see a line of truck tires hovering above the road, it probably will not look strange in the same way anymore. What first seems like a flaw is actually a machine making a decision. It is adjusting itself to weight, to law, to fuel cost, to tight corners, and to the simple fact that the real world does not stay constant for very long. That is what makes the ghost wheel such a satisfying little mystery. It begins as something visually odd, almost comical, and then unfolds into a chain of practical reasoning. Protect the road, stay within the law, save fuel, reduce tire wear, pass through tolls more cheaply, turn without grinding yourself apart. All of that is hidden inside one detail most people would dismiss in a second. And that is often how the everyday world works. The things we pass without thinking are often full of quiet compromises, careful engineering, and solutions shaped not by one problem, but by several problems pulling in different directions at once. Ordinary objects can look simple, mostly because someone else already did the hard work of making their complexity disappear. A truck with a wheel in the air is not a mistake. It is a reminder that smart design often looks strange before it looks obvious. If you had seen one of these ghost wheels before knowing the reason, what would you have guessed it was for? Let me know in the comments. And if you enjoy uncovering the hidden logic behind ordinary things, subscribe to Secret of Simple Things for more stories like this.